Hello, my marvellous sausages. Now, one of the best sources of exotics in Destiny 2 is our old friend, the Legend Lost Sector. Now, after you complete one, or better still, have completed a platinum version of it, that means killing all the champions in the sector, you get a chance for an exotic to drop of a certain type. And each day, the reward changes between head, arms, chest, and legs. We all know this. Now, each season, we also get new exotics that can only be earned this way. And the Lost Sector drops are weighted to drop the new season exotic first before dropping another of the same type. However, if you look at this new season's exotics, you'll see that we have the Fallen Sunstar helmet for the old Warlocks, the Point Contact Cannon Brace, which isn't that good to be honest, for the Titans, and the G-Falcon's Hauberk, what the hell is that, for the Hunters. This means, of course, that you have to wait for the correct Lost Sector to turn up in order to get a chance at that particular exotic. But it's never plain sailing, is it? Legend Lost Sectors can range from fast and easy, hello Skydog 4, we love you, to the long-winded, painful, bloody ones like, well, anyone on the moon, K1 Crew Quarters, K1 Communion, and K1 Logistics. The pain, it's so long. Now, what makes matters worse is that the drop isn't even guaranteed. I've had people in comments say that they've run certain Lost Sectors over 20 times, and still had nothing. This will, of course, drive you up the wall and down the other side again. But if you want these new shinies, this is the only way to do it. Now, there is a way to get the exotic that you want without having to run these painful Lost Sectors, and also a way to effectively run Lost Sectors so you can accumulate exotics pretty quickly. For this to work, first of all, you need to have all of your engram slots filled up. It doesn't matter which engrams you've got in there, just make sure you're full. Then you also want to make sure you've got space in your Postmaster 2 to take any exotic engrams that will drop at the end of the Legend Lost Sector. Next, you need to pick a Lost Sector that is quick to run. Now, there's Skydock 4 on the EDZ. Now, this is the fastest one to run. And what seems to be happening is if you just run through it right to the end and just kill the champion in there and the boss, it counts as a platinum completion, even though you haven't killed all of the champions. But there are reports of this not working all the time. However, even if it doesn't work, this is still the fastest Legend Lost Sector to run. So you can run it with a glitch in under a minute, or some people have as well. I haven't, it took me about 2 minutes. But then you can also run the full one, and that only takes about 4 minutes as well. So either way, it's really fast indeed. Now, once you've run this and got an exotic engram to drop, it'll go straight to the Postmaster. Then all you need to do is have patience and wait for the Legend Lost Sector day that's giving you the type of exotic armor that you want. Just make sure you wait until after reset on the day to decrypt it, otherwise you'll be decrypting for the wrong one. Best thing to do is just check the Legend Lost Sector on the map and make sure it's rewarding what you want. Now, I did this recently, actually. I was running a Legend Lost Sector on leg day. The engram dropped, I was full, it accidentally went straight to the Postmaster, and then I kept hold of it for, I think it was 3 days, and then I decrypted it on the head day, and lo and behold, I got my Sudden Stars Fallen Sudden Star thingy, you know, the Warlock one. Absolutely fantastic, because there's nothing worse than running a really long Lost Sector for getting an exotic, and it doesn't drop. It's a pain in the ass and really dispiriting. Now, you may have a preference of Legend Lost Sector that you want to run, it's entirely up to you, but the other quicker ones are Excavation Site 12 on the EDZ, the Conflux on Nessus is quite nice, it's basically one big room, it's not too bad to do. I also like Bunker E15 as well on Europa, because you get lots of droids helping you around. It's just whichever one you find easier to run, to be honest. But also remember, just to run them on your different classes, because each class has its own Postmaster, if you see what I mean, so you'll only have access to the exotic engrams on the character that you got it to drop with. This is actually a great thing to do at the end of a season as well. I know we're only like 5 weeks into Season of the Plunder, but if coming to the end of the season you run a fast Lost Sector and get a nice selection of engrams dropping and going to the Postmaster, you can just decrypt them when the new season drops, and you'll probably have a damn fine chance of getting every single new exotic that you want in the first week. Very handy. Now, there are loads of resources on the internet that'll tell you what the rotation rotation of the Legend Lost sectors are. I do tend to put out guides on most of them, to be honest with you, but it's worth just doing a search on Legend Lost sector rotation and you will find it. Personally, I go to Shack News. They have an at-a-glance list to see when everything is coming up, but there is one error on it for some reason at this moment. Whenever it says the Quarry Lost sector, it actually means the Perdition on Europa, so just bear that in mind. So there we go, a really good way to get the exotics that you want without making yourself going insane by doing all those really long lost sectors. Let me know in comments which lost sectors you find easy to do. That would be really cool. And let me know any little tips and hints that you may have. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the vid, a like and subscribe would be utterly fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Soos Haj Hoot.